In the shadows of global politics, where secrets are currency and loyalty is a weapon, an unseen empire was forged. An organization born in the crucible of war, tasked with protecting a nation by operating beyond the reach of its laws. This is the story of an agency that never sleeps, a force that has shaped world events from the shadows for over 75 years. This is the secret history of the Central Intelligence Agency. It all began in the chaos of World War II. Before the CIA, there was the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. Led by the legendary Wild Bill Donovan, the OSS was America's first foray into centralized intelligence. A collection of spies, saboteurs, and scholars, they pioneered the art of modern espionage, from parachuting behind enemy lines in France to conducting psychological warfare against the Axis powers. But when the war ended and the world split into two, new, colder conflicts began. The old methods were no longer enough. President Harry Truman, facing the rising threat of the Soviet Union, knew America needed a permanent intelligence guardian. In 1947, he signed the National Security Act, and from the ashes of the OSS, the Central Intelligence Agency was born. Its mandate was clear but deceptively simple: to collect and analyze foreign intelligence. But its clandestine mission would soon expand, transforming the agency into a powerful and often controversial instrument of American foreign policy. The quiet war for the world's soul had begun. The Cold War became the CIA's proving ground. The world was a chessboard, and the agency was moving the pieces. In 1953, the democratically elected leader of Iran, Mohammad Mossadegh, nationalized the country's oil fields, threatening British interests. In response, the CIA launched Operation Ajax. Through propaganda, bribery, and staged protests, they orchestrated a coup, ousting Mossadegh and reinstalling the Shah. It was a stunning success for the agency, securing oil access and a key ally in the Middle East. Just 1 year later, in 1954, they did it again. In Guatemala, President Jacobo Arbenza's land reforms threatened the powerful United Fruit Company. Fearing a communist foothold in America's backyard, the CIA armed and trained a rebel force. Operation Success toppled Arbenza's government, cementing the agency's reputation as a kingmaker and a regime breaker. But with power came hubris. In 1961, the agency faced its most infamous failure, the Bay of Pigs. The plan to overthrow Fidel Castro with a force of Cuban exiles ended in disaster, a public humiliation for both the CIA and the new Kennedy administration. The world saw that the shadow empire could bleed. The failures and overreaches of the Cold War eventually cast a long shadow back home. By the 1970s, whispers of the CIA's dark secrets grew into a roar. The American public, reeling from Vietnam and Watergate, began to question the unchecked power of its own government. In 1975, the Church Committee, a Senate investigation led by Senator Frank Church, pulled back the curtain. What they found was shocking. The committee's hearings exposed a litany of abuses: illegal surveillance of American citizens, plots to assassinate foreign leaders like Fidel Castro and Patrice Lumumba, and covert alliances with unsavory characters across the globe. Perhaps the most disturbing revelation was a project codenamed MK Ultra. For 2 decades, the CIA had conducted clandestine, often non-consensual, human experiments to explore the frontiers of mind control, using everything from hypnosis to psychoactive drugs. These revelations shattered the public's trust and forced a reckoning. The agency that was created to protect democracy was accused of subverting it. New laws were passed to rein in the CIA, but the question lingered: could a shadow empire ever truly be controlled? Then came the morning of September 11, 2001. The Twin Towers fell, and the world changed forever. The CIA, which had been adrift after the Cold War, was thrust back to the forefront of a new kind of conflict: the war on terror. The hunt for Osama bin Laden and the dismantling of Al-Qaeda became its singular obsession. The rules of engagement were rewritten overnight. This new era saw the rise of predator drones, remote-controlled hunters stalking targets from the skies of Pakistan to the deserts of Yemen. It also gave birth to the controversial Enhanced Interrogation Program and a network of secret prisons known as black sites. Here, in the shadows, suspected terrorists were held and questioned, far from the oversight of any court. The methods were brutal and their effectiveness fiercely debated. The CIA was once again operating on the edge of legality and morality, grappling with an impossible question: how much of our freedom are we willing to sacrifice in order to protect it? The War on Terror forced America to look in the mirror and confront the darker aspects of its own power. Today, the battleground has shifted once more. The new frontiers of espionage are not in remote jungles or darkened alleys, but in the ones and zeros of cyberspace. The CIA now contends with state-sponsored hackers, digital disinformation campaigns, and the rise of artificial intelligence, which promises to revolutionize intelligence gathering in ways we can barely imagine. The agency's mission remains the same: to see what others don't, to know what others won't, but its tools are more powerful, and the ethical dilemmas more complex than ever before. The story of the CIA is the story of a paradox: an agency created to defend a free and open society, yet forced to operate in secrecy and darkness. A guardian that has at times become a threat. Its history is a mirror reflecting America's highest ideals and its deepest fears. It forces us to ask, in a dangerous world, who watches the watchers? And what is the true price of security? The answers, like the agency itself, remain shrouded in shadow. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into America's secret history compelling, be sure to like this video and subscribe to America History Story channel for more deep dives into the stories that shaped our world.